former piano factory. There's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Justin Tucker has it all teed up, and he's going to do the honors as we're off in Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. He puts some juice on it deep. His first throw is an interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 2nd and 8. Complete, Derrick Henry. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll run here with Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. Has it down close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this series with an option left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down throw for Jackson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Brandon Stevens has it. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Gets everything he has under this throw. Into a crowd and intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. That'll be the end.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're set up with it after the pick to end the first. First down, here's Lamar. Headed out right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Lamar now from the gun. He's looking deep once again. He's got it inside the 25. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Working quickly here.
Hey, middle. It's second and 8.
Play action now with Jackson. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
We'll have the first down and even more. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position.
Touchdown, Baltimore! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Tucker on for the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Sanusi Kane able to make that stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens with a long field ahead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He throws a bullet to this. That's complete inside the 35. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your...
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. We need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Henry. Broke through the tackle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This lined up left. Bullock's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 44 here on 2nd down. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Here's second and 11.
43-yard line.
Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. All right, I'll set up now. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play fake with Jackson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And we'll see what they do here on second down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Complete beyond the marker. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll send him over right. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Here's Lamar. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And he'll be touched down after a big play. All right, set now, first and 10. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Henry on the catch. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now within one score in the fourth. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for two. Lamar throwing again. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the two, and single-handedly shaves 8 points off that lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Brawley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 10 now. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Lamar off the play fake. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
This is Henry on 2nd. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. He'll throw it. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens only up by a few. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Setting up to pass. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down, 24 yards, and it's a 1st down. Here's a give for Henry. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger